Alright, so now that we're outside, we're going to go over the SCBA itself, talk about all the equipment like I was saying, and kind of how we plan. So this itself is the air cylinder like we were talking about. So you got your gauges here, you got your regulator, your purge valve here. So this is what connects to your mask like I was saying. So you just turn that in, connect it to your mask. You got your heads up display right here, it tells you how much air you have. So when we check these off, we turn them on, like inspect them, we want to turn the bottle on itself. Make sure all the sounds and stuff work. We're gonna make some beeps. Make sure all your lights work. Green. Heads up displays right here. So all your lights in there. Make sure all those work. Like while we're checking this off, I'll go ahead and check all my straps. Make sure there's no cuts, sprays like we were talking about inside. Make sure all these are loose and tight. You always want to leave these all the way loose. Like I was saying, you might get somebody that's different size than you that it's a little harder to get into these. Air packs. Make sure all these work. Gauges work. Like I was saying, you'll have some beeps and stuff you'll hear in a second. So that's your alarm. So if you're sitting still for a while, it'll start going off. You want to check all that, make sure it's good. Make sure your purge valves work. Make sure air goes through there, of course. And what I like to do when I turn my bottle off after my check, this heads-up display here shows you how much air you have. So I like to slowly lead it off. You can hear the noises it'll make. It'll change. The air will change here. You can see the color start changing. Make sure that all goes to red there. If you run out of air, you stop. And then to clear, you just clear it and turn off your tach. And then, like I said, cleaning it, say you have some dirty stuff on here and you need to clean it, use that soft bristle brush or rag, depending on your manufacturer and the rest of these SCBAs. Just go through, clean it, wipe off all the stuff, wash it with the brush if you need to. Just kind of inspect it all, make sure everything's good. So your skills check off. If you want to start it now, just go through it, kind of talk it out and see what all you've learned from this class, and kind of tell me everything you know about this air bottle so far. Yeah. So here I got my cylinder. So this is a 45-minute bottle. Okay. So if I have a 45-minute bottle, how much air do I have? So right here, you have 4,500 cc. Okay. See your gauge there? I forgot to say that. So you got 4,500. So we always fill these above 40. Me personally, I like to keep it at 45 because if you're at 40, you have 4,500, so you're having the most air possible. So if you do need that extra, 500 or whatever it is in there, you have, even more air than needed. So that's another thing you always want to check is your air. Make sure, me personally, I keep it at 4,500 every shift. Okay. Check my straps. Make sure they're all loose. Good. Got my leg here. There. And purge valve. So if you were to clean it, how would you clean these air packs? What would be your process to say there was, you know, contamination on this, you needed to come back and clean it. How would you clean it?
Well, you said that first to get the big stuff off, you want to hose it down, soft bristle brush and some Dawn soap probably.
Yeah.
I guess I could probably take this cylinder off too if I need it to move back on that here. Is there anything I'm missing?
That's it. That's it. So we'll go back inside now and do a little recap and everything, go over it, and maybe do like a little quiz or review test, and that's it, all right?